Tonight is a little different. It's not about warfare. It's not about immigration. This story is about credibility. And credibility matters. It matters whether you like the person or if you don't like the person. I've had more people ask me to cover this story, not because they hate anyone, but because when you're in a position of authority, then your credibility, it matters. The receipts matter. This centers on Richey, a person who presents themselves with a long list of advanced degrees. The question people are asking is, are those degrees legit? Are they accurate? Or is it a scam? This isn't about canceling anybody. This is about credentials. And if people are being asked to respect credentials of someone whose credentials have not been fully examined, let's start with the claims. Richey claims to have at least 10 degrees, advanced degrees, including 5 doctorates and 5 masters. But at least 7 originate from known diploma mills or unaccredited schools, such as the European American University, founded by John Kersey, who issues overlapping fake credentials, and Business University of Costa Rica, which uses stock images on its website, has no functional campus, and lacks legitimate programs. For specific examples, we got a Bachelor's of Science degree in Applied Psychology from European American University, a doctorate in law from Azteca University. It's unrecognized and unaccredited in the United States, and a PhD from Schofield Graduate School, rebranded as Western Orthodox University, located at a residential church address in Modesto, California, with no evidence of formal academic programs. Degrees from institutions like IIC, University of Technology in Cambodia, for a Master's of Science in Neurophysics in University of Pacific out of Nicaragua. Now remember, these are just claims. For a Master's of Science in Neuroscience are invalid because these schools do not even offer these programs. IIC, it focuses on information systems. It's a tech school. And University of Pacifica de Nicaragua is a fake business school with no neuroscience curriculum or legitimate accreditation. Now remember, these are just claims. If you enjoy this content, join me on Patreon at patreon.com and get exclusive content from a source that doesn't support either party, but it does support you. Join the movement today. Richey's claims Juris Doctorate, JD, or a Master's of Laws, LLM, from Université de la Renaissance de Haiti. Haiti uses a civil law system where the standard degree is an undergraduate license in droit, not a professional JD for common law practices. Check out this picture of the Université de Haiti Renaissance, or Renaissance, whatever this is. That's the university, and Since it's the Haiti system, even if this degree exists, it wouldn't be useful in America because we have a different system of law. So basically, even if Richey did obtain this degree, it would be about as useful as a penny with a hole in it. Wave for him, Penny.
Hello?
Now, the timelines for acquiring these multiple advanced degrees, example, PhDs in quantum physics from Paris Graduate School and philosophy/quantum mechanics from UNEM. They overlap across countries, making completion impossible given requirements for lab work. So not all of these degrees could have been accomplished online. You have to participate in lab projects. So given the requirements for lab work, residencies, and full-time study, they often spanning years per degree. How old is Rashad Richey? Now, these are just claims, I mind you, just claims. These are the claims that are made. I'm not making the claims. I'm reciting the claims. You might wonder, how did I research all this data? The answer is simple. I didn't. Cam James, independent journalist Cam James, and Nate the lawyer, they did it. Well, I looked at their research, and I'm trying to make a determination if their research holds up to scrutiny, my scrutiny. I have no problems calling a thing a thing. Cam James did a couple of videos. They were very persuasive, followed by a video done by Nate the lawyer, even more persuasive. And in Cam's second video, he mentioned that Rashad Richey had threatened to sue him and his closer, my ninja. Yeah. He stuck the landing. Then there was Nate the lawyer. Now, Nate the lawyer, he's a lawyer. He's a practicing attorney. And I tend to find his content credible. Very thoughtful, detailed. I can't see how he'd have a horse in a race. He made bold statements willing to put his reputation behind his findings. Now let's take a beat. I want people to understand that what we're uncovering here is not crazy. This is not that strange a thing. I mean, people pad resumes all the time. There have been notable folks, such as Chef Irvine from Food Network. Remember this guy? This guy was found to be inflating his credentials as a chef to create more opportunities for himself. He got caught. And then, of course, there's George Santos, Republican representative out of New York. This guy, God, he was everywhere for bogus degrees, credentials. Of course, there was Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, he fabricated about his placement, claims he graduated in the top half of graduates, but it turned out he placed 76 in a field of 85. And then there was Scott Thompson from Yahoo. Heard of it? He falsified a degree in computer science. His actual degree was in accounting. He had to resign due to shareholder backlash. So what about Dr. Richey? How do we make a determination about his authenticity? Well, what I find most problematic, even from my standpoint of just listening to the research, looking at the documents in both videos. Even if you erase all of that, even if you give, like, maybe there was some error in the production of Dr. Richey's compilation of his rebuttal, even if you say, hey, maybe there was some misspelling, maybe there was a couple things out of place, maybe a seal was put in the wrong place. For me, I can't overlook the fact that the timelines of acquiring these degrees are impossible. In fact, in my opinion, Dr. Richey would have to have the ability to travel through time, space, and dimensions, to be at all these places, some of them at the same time, to accomplish these degrees, complete these studies in these schools. Websites would have to be bogus. And some of the mistakes, such as mentioning scholars or professors who have addresses at your place of business, using a company you own to verify your own degrees. That seems beyond suspect. Just the sheer number of degrees seems batshit crazy. Impossible burgers. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't have a beef with Dr. Richey, nor am I his friend. So, what's the verdict? Authority is not about titles. It's about ethics, trust, honesty, accountability. To those who love Dr. Richey's work, who may feel a certain kind of way about this content, let me leave you with this. If you don't demand standards, even from those you like, then you have no room to complain when those you don't like don't meet your standards. My name is Tim Black, and you've been watching the most dangerous show in America. If you enjoy this content, join me on Patreon at patreon.com and get exclusive content from a source that doesn't support either party, but it does support you. Join the movement today. Stay courageous, stay bold, but most of all, stay dangerous.